Maybe start it. Okay. Thank you, yeah. To this channel. I have very glad to talk with you on this YouTube channel. And
Me too.
I want to introduce Yan. She is gonna enter same MBA program. MBA program name is Heart MBA program. And so I want to talk with her today. Yan, first question. I want you to introduce yourself. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, no problem. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
My name's Yan. I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Yan on Earth, but I haven't uploaded anything on there yet. I am from the Philippines, and
Yeah.
as Taisha-san has mentioned, I will be joining him in San Francisco
Yeah.
um, this year for Health International Business School's MBA program. So I'm very, very
Oh,
excited. And right now it's 8 in the morning for me, and for
oh,
Taisha-san, it's 5 in the afternoon. So we're
yes,
at
in the
the
afternoon.
different parts of the world, but I'm happy to do this
Yeah,
interview with you today.
yeah, I'm very happy, but I haven't met face to face to Yang, but
Yes.
I'm very glad to talk with online meeting. And and Yang, do you have YouTube channel? Your YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I have to introduce the channel on this YouTube channel too. I will introduce your channel too.
Okay. So check the
Okay.
description for the link, everyone.
Yeah, I will share the link. Thank you for telling me. And next question, Yan. I want to ask you, what do you do now? And Uh, please tell me your business or your status.
Okay. So right now I'm working for a company as a virtual assistant. Oops, sorry about
I
that.
see.
Those are my dogs. I'm working
No,
as
no,
a
no, no
virtual
problem.
assistant for companies overseas. So I am located in the Philippines, but I do the virtual assistance for companies abroad. So in LA and the like. So
I see.
I do social media and some assistant work. And
Okay.
then as for my personal businesses, I used to have a jewelry business. So I used to craft my own jewelry. And I
Awesome.
also have an events company. So I'm a wedding and events planner to the local market in Manila.
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
but because of the pandemic and both of the
Yeah.
companies are people based, I
I see.
decided to put them on hold because I just couldn't manage going out, and I didn't want to be at risk of being out
I see.
there with a lot of people.
Okay. Um, when you have pandemic effect about 2 years ago, I think. At the time, foreigners cannot enter Philippines.
Yes,
I see very similar situation in Japan. It's very difficult to keep your business. I think so.
yes. So we
Okay.
actually had a wedding that was the last wedding that I did. They were both from Australia. They flew into
I
the
see.
Philippines, and their wedding was supposed to be like a week from when they arrived. But because
Okay.
there will be a lockdown or closing of all the airports and stuff, we had
Okay.
to do it like tomorrow. So they arrived. We scrambled to finish everything, and then we had their wedding 2 days when they arrived. So that was really a very stressful time. And then they left the next day, and then the
Okay.
the next day it was a shutdown. Like everything was closed. So it was really great that they were still able to hold their wedding, and they were able to get out of the Philippines before the lockdown. So
Uh, yeah, it's terrible wedding experience. It's so
yeah,
hard situation. I see. I
yeah,
see.
for
Thank you
sure.
for telling me. But Yan, I have question.
Mm.
How did you find your assistant job?
In the Philippines, there are agencies that
Okay.
will help you find your clients, because for me,
Okay.
I find it difficult to use Upwork or any other job kind of market. So
Yeah.
what I applied for the position through an agency, and they were the ones who, this is my dog Chopper. uh,
Japan. Yeah.
they were the ones who looked for the clients for me, and then that's how I got started on the virtual assistant business.
Oh, I see. I did my business in Japan.
Mhm.
Our service name is Kodio. Kodio is similar service, Upwork.
Yeah.
Japanese Upwork is Kodio.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, so I know the service and I research the Upwork and I understand how to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But you chose agency.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me. Is it easy to find your assistant's work in Philippines?
Um, if you do it by yourself, it could be very
Okay.
challenging,
Oh, I
especially
see.
if you're not, you're just starting out, because I didn't have any previous experiences,
Okay.
but I feel that I'm very good with talking to people and,
Yeah.
connecting, and I work very fast. So
Yes.
even if I didn't have the experience of being a virtual assistant, they still
Yes.
hired me because of my personality.
I
And I
see.
proved
And
to
yeah.
them that I work really well. So they kept me
Yeah.
until now.
Awesome. And your English is so fluent and your character is so nice. So I think it's easy for you to get a good job. I think so.
I hope so.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, when after you graduated from university, you
Mhm.
start your business uh, after graduating as soon as possible. Uh,
Um, Not right away. So when I graduated in college,
okay.
I did a bachelor's in business, or business administration and economics.
I
Um,
see.
it was hard to look for work. I guess that's true for any countries when you're brand new. So I ended up being an English teacher.
Oh, I see. English
Yeah.
teacher. I
Yeah.
see.
And then after a year of teaching English, I decided to try again and look for work, because I got
Okay.
promoted to like a manager of teachers. So I had like a management role. So that gave
Okay.
me, that gave me some edge, I guess, to apply for another job. So after teaching English, I worked for a an American bank. It's American Express. So
Oh,
I
I see.
worked there
Awesome.
for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and then while I was in American Express, I met a girl who was very passionate about events,
I see.
and we clicked right away. And she was really good with getting clients, and I was really good in making systems and making sure that things are, working. So we partnered and we started an events company together. And yeah, that's how I got started.
Oh, awesome. But I want to know how did you find the good partner?
Finding a good partner, yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
It it really depends. Like, first, of course, the personality must match. Like, you must have uh, like a very good relationship when you're starting out. Because when I met her, it's like we knew each other for a very long time, even if we just met.
Okay.
And she observed me how I worked, and I, observed her as well, with how she deals with people. And I felt that her um, work was really good, and I guess she felt the same way. And then she just mentioned, "Hey, did you want to start a business with me?" And I was like, "Sure," because I trusted her, and my
Nice.
instinct told me that it was gonna be great.
Awesome. Awesome experience, and it's very good occasion to have start some business. To learn how to make business. It's the best solution, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. And I want to ask you. Okay, maybe you are you work at some company, and at the same time you start your business with your
yeah,
partner. I think so.
yes,
And
that is correct.
um, I I'm an entrepreneur too, but I'm
Yeah,
focusing on my business, and I'm not employed. So
yes.
I want to ask you, is it possible to work and starting business at the same time? If maybe it's possible, but why can you do working at some company and making business with partner, both things at the same time? How did you this? How do you realize these two processes at the same time? I want to know.
Okay. First of all, it's very difficult to be working and starting a business as well.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
was my first business, and I agree. Sometimes it's easier to just be in business and be an entrepreneur and not do working and business at the same time. But
Yeah.
um, the idea was to start up the business while we were working, so that after a few months, maybe, or a year, once we're
Okay.
established, we can resign and just focus on the business. So
Okay.
we had that goal in mind. And because we didn't have um, money to start the business, we used our salaries to fund the business as well. So even if we were kind
Yeah.
of losing money in the business because we have to buy a lot of new things, basically it's compensated by our work, but the hours are very long. Some people think that owning your own business is easy. It's actually not. You have to put in more time than if you were working for someone else, because you have to make sure that the company or the business that you're building would be successful. You have to put in more time for it. So for me and my friend, we worked Saturdays and Sundays, and then we worked Mondays to Fridays for our work, for our
Oh,
job.
I
And then
see. Very hard
on our
worker.
lunch, yeah, when we have our lunch breaks, we're on the phone and we're calling suppliers and saying, "Hey, how's this going?" and stuff like that. So it was very, very much hard work for us. But, in the long run, if there's something that you want to accomplish in life, as long as you work hard for it and give your 100%, anything's possible. And I know we've talked about this in our other conversation, but it's definitely true. As long as you put your mind to it and you set a goal for yourself, anything that you want to accomplish is possible.
I see. I respect you as an entrepreneur. Oh, yeah, awesome. And yeah, I understand you are very hard worker.
Yes.
I see. But it's very useful information for some person to start own business and work as employee at the same time. It's very
Yeah,
good story. Thank you for sharing your story.
you're welcome.
Okay. And so maybe you invest your salary money
Hmm.
when you start your business. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's a little different my situation. My situation when I was 24 years old,
Hmm.
I don't have money. I don't have money. It is because after I graduated from university, and at the time, I don't have no money. I don't save money at all.
Hmm.
So I got some money from my girlfriend. My girlfriend spent estate costs or and so on. And after that, it's very difficult to earn money. How do I have to do? And very confused. But some investors invented me. At the time, I don't have money. I don't have uh, any experience, and I don't have connection. I have nothing at the
Hmm.
time. 24 years old, but in angel investor invested me. And
Wow.
yes, I talked with him about only 5 minutes, and he decided to invest uh, as soon as possible. So I was helped by him, and I appreciate him. And I could sell my company to Japanese listed company.
Hmm.
I could I could give some profit to him. I'm very
Yeah.
glad, and I'm trying to invest my money to other startup in Tokyo. It is because I was helped by angel investor.
That's
And
awesome.
yes, I want to ask you, Yan, in
Hmm.
Philippines, is there some angel investor in Philippines? No.
I believe so. Yes, there is.
Ah, I see. I see. But since I came to San Francisco, in San Francisco, there are many investors, uh, angel investors.
Hmm.
So I think it's very important where do we start business, I think.
Yeah.
Philippines is very good country, and I love Philippines, and I love Japan too. But
Yeah.
there are more opportunity in San Francisco. I feel since I came here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's for finding angel investors, I think um one of the things that we must do is to
Yes.
talk to more people. And it's
Yes.
amazing that you're doing a great job in practicing English and reaching out to people. And I guess that was the reason why that angel investor invested in you, because he or she saw that that you're hardworking as well.
Yeah, I think so too. So, yeah, if you come to San Francisco in September, let's have sushi party and to connect
Oh,
with many investors in San Francisco.
absolutely. That's a good plan. So we can use our sushi parties to,
Yes, yes,
encourage other people to get to know us and invest in us as well.
yes, yes. Thank you. And okay, next question, Yan.
Yes.
I want to know how did you find your customer at your event company for the
Mhm.
first time?
Yeah. So for the first time, of course, it was difficult because we were brand new in the industry of events. Your name is very important. So who knows you and who trusts you and stuff like that. So when we were starting out, we contacted our friends and ask them if they needed help with their events and stuff like that, because you have to reach out to your first degree people first. And we asked our friends, like, do you know anyone who's getting married, and or do you know anyone who's having an event? It's just a lot of asking people and asking for connections from them. And then when we started having our weddings, we were featured in magazines and we were featured by other companies. So our name got out there. And because of that, a lot of people organically contacted us for our services. And what's fun was when we did a good job with one wedding, and their friends who attended the wedding were also getting married, we were able to do the weddings of that whole group of friends, which was awesome because we got to be friends with a lot of people within their group, and that's how we grew, and that's how we had more customers. But the first thing that you do, especially when you're starting out a new business, is to ask your friends, your family for recommendations. And that from there, I think there was this saying that if you can't sell to your family, you won't be able to sell to anyone because you must have someone to believe in you first. And I
Yeah.
guess because of that, we were able to, really make our family believe in us and make our friends believe in us. Therefore, more people believed in our company.
Yeah, I think so too. I see. But your story help some entrepreneurs to try for the first time how to sell. How to sell is very important thing. And
Yes.
when I started in my company, mm, yeah, I asked my friends, software engineer friends,
Mm.
please use our service. Yes, for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time. Yes.
Right?
And after that, after we collect workers, software engineer workers, about 10,000 workers. After collecting 10,000 workers, um,
Hmm.
it was easier than before. It
Yeah.
is because 10,000 workers introduce our services to other workers. For example,
Yes.
on blog or on YouTube or and so on. After
Yes, exactly.
collecting over 10,000 workers, I don't spend my time to collect workers.
Yes. So
Yes,
that's word of mouth is definitely the best marketing tool.
yeah,
And as long as you prove that your service is worthwhile and that your work ethic is very good, then it, highly likely that more people will trust you and believe in you and spread the good word about you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay. But your customer uh, is Philippines people or other country people. For example, Australian people or other country
Mm.
people come to Philippines and they have wedding party. Which is which is customer for your wedding service?
Yeah, so at first we had all Filipino customers, but we found out that we were very good with planning weddings for Filipinos who live abroad. So they
Uh,
contact us and ask for help. sometimes they have their spouse as an international person, maybe an American or a European, but one of them is definitely Filipino. So it's either the bride is Filipina or the groom is Filipino. So what they do is to call us or email us, and we do the planning for them while they're abroad. We do whatever it is that needs to be done in the Philippines, and then they just arrive for the wedding, finish off some government needed licenses and stuff, and then they get married. So we arrange everything for them, so they just need to come back to the Philippines, and then everything's done on our end. So we found
Oh,
that a very good niche, because we were, yeah, getting married. If you're a Filipino who's abroad, let's say you migrated to the United States or live in Australia, for example, the paperwork is different. So we were able to master that paperwork. So all they had to do was to, have online meetings just like this one, and then, send all the documents, and we work it out with anything that's local.
oh, I see. It's very good knowledge, and I didn't know. And when you collect Filipino customers,
Yeah.
uh, did you use English?
Yes.
English. It's very good thing, I think. It is because I ran my company in Japan. I
Hmm.
use Japanese only.
Oh,
So
okay.
I came here. I have to use English to collect customers. It's
Yes.
very huge difference. But
Yes.
you used English already, so
Yeah.
it's easy to learn how to collect customers in America, I think. Yeah,
Yeah. So
good.
learning, like having more languages,
Yes.
or knowing more languages, is definitely an advantage. So wherever we are, at least we have that, we have English to connect everyone, no matter how difficult. But I have traveled myself, like I have been to Japan, even if I'm not very good, or I really don't know how to talk in Japanese, but I use Google Translate is my friend. Like I translate
Oh,
it, and then the people would listen and they say hi, and everything works out.
yeah, yeah. And you love Japanese animation, for example, One Piece
Yes.
and so on.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a very good idea to learn foreign language by your hobby. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a very
That
good
is
thing.
correct. That
Yes,
is
I'm
true.
learning English through having sushi party. I have to
Yeah.
talk in English when
Yeah.
I have sushi party. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also good that you're recording this early, because you will be surprised after 1 year, your progress with the language would be, there will be a
Yeah.
lot of progress. And especially since when we go to school, we would have
Mhm.
to talk in English every
Yes,
day.
yes.
That, yeah, this will be very good for you to see how much you've grown and how much progress you've made.
I think so too. Thank you. Okay, Jan, last question.
Sure.
Yes, I talked with all the questions, but this channel is viewed by investors, entrepreneurs, and executives. They
Yeah.
love making business. And
Yes.
so, Jan, do you have some topic or do you have something you want to say to them? If you have some you want to say to them, please tell something last.
Okay. I'm not sure. So me and
Mhm.
Taisho-san will be studying business in Holt
Yeah,
International Business School,
nice to
and
you.
we will be, doing our best to adapt to the global market, and that is why
Yeah,
we're connecting. Taisha-san is Japanese. I am Filipino, and even if we're from different countries, we will be meeting in a very diverse, university, and we will be doing our best to learn how to put ourselves out there in a global setting. So I think that's very important. And we hope that you join us in our sushi parties
Yeah.
or contact us if there's anything that you want to learn about us, or just talk and network and connect. And yeah, I'm just very excited for what this year is going to be like. I think it's going to be epic, and I'm very excited to meet you in person in September.
Yeah. Thank you for Yam today. I was very glad to talk with you today.
Me too.
Okay. Okay. See ya.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.